Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a flawless face tutorial using only powder products. Now I am going to use two products that aren't powder, and it's just going to be my primer and my concealer. I do have drier under eyes, so I don't like to add too much powder underneath there, especially in the winter time, because it can kind of cake up. And I do want to apologize, I am a little bit sick, but I really wanted to film, and I've been sick for a few days now, so I don't know why when I film I feel like I look cross-eyed. So I'm always like looking like, why do I always look cross-eyed? I can promise you that I'm not cross-eyed in real life. At least I don't think I am. I'm going to start by using my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, and I'm most likely going to speed up this process because I want you guys to be able to see every step that I'm doing, every kind of brush stroke, but I am going to speed it up just for time. So like I said, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, and I'm just going to use one pump of that and dab that all over the face. And I have already moisturized, so now I'm going to go on to my face powder. I am going to be using my Bare Minerals Original Foundation in Golden Tan. I have mixed a little bit of Golden Medium in the matte foundation and with this, just so I can get a really nice coverage color, and I do like the effect of the matte foundation a bit more than the original. And I'm going to be applying a full coverage look because, like I said, I want this to be really flawless. I am going to avoid my under eye area because, like I said, I don't want any powder really caking up underneath there. And I am going to do my cream a little bit on top, and I'll kind of show you how that works in a bit. So I have some product in the lid. I'm going to take my full flawless or heavenly face, sorry, brush. This is the flat one. And I'm going to just swirl it in, tap off the excess, and I'm going to start buffing this down the face, and I'm going to start moving in towards the center of the face. Now I've gotten the desired coverage I wanted with the Bare Minerals foundation. I just feel like I look really sick in this camera, but in my mirror I'm looking fantastic. So I'm now going to add, and since I'm kind of cheating by using a cream, I'm going to use at least a Bare Minerals mineral concealer. And I am in the color Tan 2, which is the yellow undertoned. And I'm just going to rub a little bit underneath my finger, and I'm going to apply this right underneath the eye. And I've already put in an eye cream to make sure that it's really smooth underneath there and it blends out well, because like I said, I do have really dry under eye. I'm just moving that right underneath the eye. I don't have bags, I really just have brightness, so I can bring it up really close underneath the eye. So you see how that just kind of brightened up my whole face. It took care of some of this pinkness I have underneath the eye and just evened me out. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm now going to set the under eye. I am going to use my Bare Minerals Redness Remedy. I'm going to actually use this kind of similar to the Bill Nye Yellow Powder. to set my under eyes. I'm going to take a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just going to swirl that in to tap off the excess. And I'm going to do this very lightly because, like I said 100 times, I don't want to look too powdery or cakey underneath the eyes. I just want to kind of set it so it doesn't move. Now to set the whole face, I'm going to be using Bare Minerals Original Mineral Primer, or Mineral Veil, sorry. So same technique. I'm actually just going to be using a fluffier brush. This one is a powder brush 50 from Sephora. Still swirling, tapping, and I'm just going to lightly dust this over the face. And the Mineral Veil will really just help to diffuse some lines. It will help absorb any excess oil that you have and set your makeup so it does last a long time. So now my favorite part, I am going to be doing some highlighting and contouring. And I just have like little brush hairs. Excuse me. I like to kind of layer different bronzers to kind of emphasize the contour of the face. So I'm going to start out with a really natural one. I'm going to use my Sun Club O2 bronzer. This thing's really beat up. I need to buy a new one. But you see, I just dropped it again and it hasn't cracked. Just the lid has broken off. So I'm going to use, if I can find it, I'm going to use my Sephora brush. This one is just the angled brush, and I'm going to swirl this into the lid, or I'm sorry, into the pan, and I'm just going to take this kind of where the top of my ear is, down into the cheek. I'm going to nestle the end of it there, and I'm just going to blend this, concentrating more of the color towards the back of the face. I do have a smaller face, so I don't want to crowd too much powder in to the center of my face and cover up my cheek and my chin area. So I'm just going to concentrate this really light natural bronzer towards the back of the face. And then I'm going to go down the face across the jawline. So kind of like a 3 and an E is how it's going to look on both sides. And this bronzer is so natural, it's kind of almost foolproof because you can definitely go a little crazy and it'll still look really nice. So I'm just going to blend this into the hairline. So you can see already just what that's done. I love this. This is like my favorite bronzer. So now I'm going to be taking the Warmth from Bare Minerals. I'm going to put some of that into the lid. I'm going to take my same Sephora brush. I'm swirling this in, I'm tapping this off, and I'm going to put this one just kind of on top, slightly, just ever so slightly above where I put the Sun Club bronzer. So a little bit more on the cheek, a little bit less down near the face. So this is where I put the Sun Club, this is where I'm going to be putting the Warmth. going to take one more bronzer because I really want a sculpted face for a flawless face look. I'm going to use Bahama Mama. I'm going to use my contour brush by Real Techniques. I love this brush. It is domed, so it's really going to fit into, I can suck in and show you, the pocket of the cheek very nicely. And you're going to want to use your darkest color for that. And I'm just dabbing that in. And I'm going to put this just down in here to give really good shape to the face. I'm going to go take this down the nose. And now I'm going to add just a little bit of color to the cheeks. I'm going to use one of my very most favorite cheek enhancers, colors, blushes. It's kind of like a highlighter all-in-one product. And this is going to be True by Bare Minerals too. So I've just poured some of that. It's extremely sparkly, really pretty. And I'm going to be using just a blush brush. I'm going to just tap that in. I'm going to add it on the top part of the cheeks, usually where the highlighter would go. And I'm just going to dab that there and bring it slightly down towards the apples of my cheeks. And I'm kind of just scooping this back and blending it up and down. I just love it. And then last but not least, I'm going to do actual highlighting with my Mary Luminizer highlight from the Balm. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. Professional Bronzing Brush. And I'm just going to tap that in. You can see how much product that has picked up. And I'm just going to go kind of in a check mark. I'm going to place it here first and then go on the sides of the nose. Dab it again. Place it here. Bring it in towards the nose, kind of like a check mark. Dab it again. I'm going to go down the nose. Blend this out over the eyebrow a little bit. I'm not even going to press it in. I'm going to take whatever's little fallouts on this side, put it on my chin and my widow's peak there. So guys, this is my flawless face. I hope you guys found it really informative, really easy to do. It's kind of my go-to look. As I'm getting older, I'm really into just a really pretty flawless complexion and very minimal on the eyes. So this is my flawless face with powder. Look forward to seeing my flawless face with cream or liquid products, and let me know if you guys like this look. And please look at my Instagram too, because I do kind of little snapshots, and then it'll let me know if you guys want tutorials on the things that I put on my Instagram. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.